Let us look at the surface area and volume of a pyramid. A pyramid is a three-dimensional object which has a base in the shape of a polygon and height h. In the figure, the base of the pyramid is a rectangle. The rectangular base has dimensions L times B and the pyramid has a height h. The volume of this pyramid is 1/3 times area of base times h. The lateral surface area would be equal to the area of 4 triangular faces. Now to find out the area of a triangular face, we would need the slant height. The total surface area would be equal to the area of base plus the lateral surface area. Let us look at a problem. The Great Pyramid of Giza has a square base of side 230 meters and perpendicular height 146 meters. What is the volume of the Great Pyramid? Let us label the dimensions given. Now we know that the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times area of base times h. Since the base is a square, the area of base would be equal to the area of this square. So 1/3 times a square times h, where a is the side of the square base. Let us substitute the values and calculate. You may use a scientific calculator for calculations in today's lesson. Let us look at another problem. Small pyramids are to be given as mementos at a festival. They need to be painted. If each pyramid has a square base of side 10 cm and slant height of 12 cm, how much paint would be required for 120 mementos? Let us draw the diagram. We are given a square base of side 10 cm and a slant height of 12 cm. Now area of one face would be equal to half times base of this triangle multiplied by height of this triangle. Now the height of this triangle is equal to slant height of the pyramid. Let us substitute the values and simplify. So area of one face comes as 60 square centimeters. Now for the total surface area, we need area of 4 triangular faces plus area of base. The area of triangular faces can also be written as 4 times area of one face, since all 4 triangles or all 4 faces are congruent. Let us substitute the value. So we have 4 times 60 plus area of base. Now since the base is a square, we can find area of square as side square. Let us substitute the value as 10. So we have 4 times 60 plus 100. Let us calculate. The total surface area comes across as 340 square centimeters. Now we need to find the paint required for 120 mementos. So we shall do 120 times total surface area of one memento. Let us substitute the value and calculate. Let us look at another problem. A museum is in the shape of a pyramid of height 120 meters. The rectangular base has length 130 meters and breadth 150 meters. The triangular faces of the pyramid need to be made of glass panes of side 20 cm by 30 cm. How many glass panes would be required? Let us draw the diagram and label the dimensions given. Now, we are going to put glass panes on triangular faces. Recall that the base is a rectangle, so the triangular faces are not congruent this time. So there will be two congruent triangles which are drawn with length 130 meters. And there will be two congruent triangles which are drawn along the width of the rectangular base. Alright, so we have 2 times area of triangle 1, which is shown orange in color, and 2 times area of triangle 2, which is shown blue in color. How do we find the area of these triangles? We know the bases of these triangles, but we do not know the heights. Let us substitute the formula for area of triangles. So we have 2 times half times L times H1 plus half times B times H2. Let us take half common from both the brackets. So we have L times H1 plus B times H2. Alright, let us draw the pyramid a little differently. Now we shall do some construction to figure out the heights of these 2 triangles. Let us draw a line which is parallel to length and another line which is parallel to B. Now let us look at this triangle which has hypotenuse as H1. Now one of the shorter sides is the height of the pyramid or 120 meters. And the other shorter side, since it is parallel to the side B and it is half of its dimension, it would measure 150 by 2 meters or 75 meters. Now let us apply the Pythagoras Theorem to find out H1. You may use a scientific calculator to find out that H1 is equal to 141.5 meters. Now let us draw another triangle which has one of the shorter sides parallel to L. Now let us figure out H2. Now know H1 and H2. So let us substitute the values in the formula for the surface area. Now the lateral surface area of the pyramid comes out as 38,870 square meters. We are given the area of one glass pane as 20 centimeters by 30 centimeters. So the number of panes required would be equal to the lateral surface area of the pyramid divided by area of one glass pane. Let us substitute the values. Okay, now my numerator is in square meters, whereas my denominator is in square centimeters. Let us convert the meter square into centimeter square. Let us simplify and calculate. Now the answer is coming out in decimals. However, my number of panes has to be a whole number. So the number of panes required would be 1 more than the answer we found out.